everybody, welcome to Magic Universe. We're going to do a message from Universe. And the message today is at this Mediterranean blue. It looks a little bit darker on camera, but it's kind of like a sea blue color. All right. Let's see, what am I seeing in it? I'm seeing a lot of hands, kind of like open hands like this. Giving. And I'm reading the message from a light pink. Yeah, it's like hands and with movement too, kind of like that. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what that's about. So we're going to start off. Okay, well, this is jumping out at me. Oh, I think we're going to incorporate the Psychic Tarot deck into it a little bit later because it's jumping out at me. Okay, so the first deck we're going to go with is Wisdom of the Oracle. All right, how is everyone? Good morning, good morning. Message from Universe. It's interesting, that light pink that I'm reading this message from, it reminds me of the Yin card that talks about receiving. So it's funny that in the Mediterranean blue that I'm seeing hands and a sense of giving. So this may be like a cycle of, or like a reciprocal giving and receiving. Okay. Regeneration. Ooh, and it's got that blue in it. You see that? The flowers are that blue color. So in this regeneration card, I'm seeing this, there's like lava down here, right? There's like energy, there's fire underneath here, inspiration. There's some energy that's like bubbling underneath the surface. And whatever's been either barren or like quiet or like, dried up at the surface, there's still fire and passion and energy underneath that's like coming forth, bubbling up. And then and it's a match, this energy that's inside. There's a match to this shimmering source energy that's like the spirit, the source of you, right? There's a match between this energy from the non-physical and you inside you, the human. And it's gonna effect a change on the surface of your reality, of your physical reality, where something's gonna grow from it. Something's regenerating. That's really nice. I'm seeing movement in here. If anybody used to be a dancer or like is interested in dance, I'm seeing a kind of movement here in the branches, like a dancer. So that might be a specific message for somebody to like either, if it's regenerate, like it's possible that maybe you used to dance, like maybe when you were a little kid or something like that, you used to love dancing, to find a way to move your body again to music, to feel the expression of your body through movement. And it might be a different form of dance from what you did before. Maybe you can take a class. Maybe you can just, start moving on your own and just feel the music within your body, feel the expression of your body. It could be like a yoga flow kind of thing also. So depending on, what you're interested in. But I feel like there's an inspiration that's going to come. So even if like while you're watching this video, you're like, well, I was kind of interested in dance before, or maybe I used to be a dancer at some point in my life, but I'm not feeling the inspiration just yet. I feel like this message is telling you the inspiration is coming. Like you're at some point, like just pay attention. You know, you don't have to force yourself if you're not feeling it right now. But like within the next, I don't know, I want to say month to 3 months, pay attention to any ideas that come to you. Pay attention to anything that shows up within your physical reality. Maybe you're driving and you pass by a dance studio or something like that, or maybe some video pops up on your YouTube feed, right? That talks about dance, and you're like, is this a sign? You know what I mean? I feel like there's some kind of inspiration that's gonna show up, or maybe you'll just feel it within you. You'll hear music one day as you're in a restaurant, you know, they're playing background music and you're like, ooh, I feel like moving, you know. There's something's gonna come up within you or in your environment that's gonna inspire you, and you're gonna feel that inspiration to want to move again, to revisit this activity. And this time around, they're saying it's gonna be a soul type of thing, Soul. You're going to feel an emotion to it. Whereas, you know, maybe if when you were a little kid, you used to do dance routines and stuff like that, and it's not so much emotional as you just liked moving around. But this time around, there's like a deeper connection, like a meaning to the expression for you. Okay. So that's really cool. So for those of you where it's not specifically dance, like just apply whatever I just said to your situation and your thing that you're feeling is bubbling up. But I'm just, you know, I was just seeing dance in there. But to make it a more general message for other people who is not about, where it's not about dancing, there's some fire, something that has been cooled down, which is now firing up again. So that looks really, really cool. I'm also seeing some kind of like modeling, like striking a pose and modeling for photography or something like that. Okay. All right. That is so cool. Okay, next one. Monstarot Tarot deck. That is so cool. Are you guys seeing any kind of imagery within like the branches, like what it reminds you of? Because I'm just seeing, you know, like a model striking a pose. I'm seeing dancing. Yeah, see what you see, because a lot of times, you know, as these cards come up and imagery comes up, or maybe some words that I say, you know, like words come out of my mouth, it might strike up some visual within yourself that I don't specifically talk about, and then that's a direct message from spirit to you. Okay, so whatever you're seeing in the cards yourself, even if it's not spoken directly in the video, that's a message that you're receiving from your spirit. That's specific for you, okay? Or like sometimes you might hear something in the message and then you'll hear it again. Like somebody else will say the exact words, or like, you know, make reference to something. And you'll be like, oh, hey, wait, wasn't that in that video? Then that's confirmation for you that there's this energy that's in your space that, you know, is activating. Okay. 2 cards. So when I was lifting this just now, it's like this deck is like thicker and bigger than you know, my small hand can easily handle. And so when I was lifting up, there's some kind of like effort, there's some kind of like feeling overwhelmed or something like that. So somebody might, you know, it might be a message for somebody that in order to do something that you might feel a little bit overwhelmed, like it's like, oh, too much for you to handle or something like that, it's going to be okay. Universe is saying that initially when you start something, when you start or restart something, it might feel like too much because you're not used to it. It's not like ingrained in your routine or anything just yet. But as you get over the initial hump, the initial starting phase, then gradually that feeling of overwhelm will kind of ease up and you'll feel like, oh, okay, I know how to put this into my routine. So say if you're starting a hobby again, right? Or starting some kind of activity again, and you're like, well, how do I fit it in my schedule? And I'm gonna have to rearrange a bunch of stuff, in my life, or how am I gonna get a ride there, or transportation, stuff like that. That could feel overwhelming to add a new thing into your life, right? And after initially it might kind of feel like it's too much trouble, or like it's too much, even though you want to do it. And they're saying that once you get over that, things will smooth out. Like don't even worry about that. Like once this new thing gets incorporated into your life, you're gonna feel like a new person. You're gonna feel regenerated, just as a person. Like your life is gonna feel this regeneration, and maybe you'll have a whole new routine. Maybe you'll have a whole new set of people that you interact with, or whatever, right? But that this kind of overwhelm, like it's too much, it's gonna ease up and it's gonna be okay, and then you'll just be in the flow of this new life. Okay, find out what this card is. It's like you had to lift in order to get to this, so I wonder what this is. Oh, this is the planning, Two of Wands. Like looking at your life, dreaming about your life. Like, what do you want to regenerate? Maybe there's something that you want to regenerate that you just feel like it's past that time, or it's past that oh, that's so funny, my mind just drifted somewhere else. For I wonder if that's important. No, I don't think it is. I think my mind just got distracted. But anyway, this is talking about like looking at your dreams, looking at the thing that you're wanting to create and go, how do I want to plan this out? And so it's interesting. We were talking about a fire up of something. So like Two of Wands is the second step, right? Because the Ace of Wands is kind of like that, where you have a passion that just like strikes up. There's an inspiration for something, an idea for something, right? And so the Two of Wands is the next step after that, is that after the initial thing that you're like, okay, I'm going to take action on this, then you kind of have to plan things out. Now that one, you have the idea. Now number two, how are you going to do it? You're going to plan out. You already decided that you're going to do it. Like, how are you going to do it? And that little star in the corner right there is your focus. Like, okay, I have this goal, I have this thing that I want to do, and then the steps in order to get to where I want to go is like, one message is enjoy your journey there. Like, don't worry about like, I have to reach this goal. It's like all of life is really about, it's so cliche, right? It's the journey there. It's like, are you enjoying your way there? All of the steps will fill in as you focus on, I love this thing, whatever this is that I'm wanting to create in my life, whatever this is, this regeneration that's happening, right? The pathway to get there will be revealed to you, will be shown to you. You just focus on your dream. You just focus on that joy within you of, yeah, I love this thing. And I'm seeing you receiving visions, like visual, like imagination. Speaking of like receiving visions, it's not as kind of like magical, or like it's not as out there and and unusual as it sounds to receive a vision. It's really just like you have a thought, you have an idea, or you picture something in your head, something in your imagination. That is all. That's all very psychic. I mean, people generally don't call it that, but these images, these ideas, this creativity that's coming to you, these inspirations that are coming to you, they're coming from source. They're coming from your spirit, and you're just like interpreting it with your mind into imagery or into messages or words or whatever that feelings that come to you. Okay, and I feel like that's all happening. These two flowers right here, two different kinds of flowers crossing, interacting. I feel like there's a combination of different types of energies coming together within the creativity, within the creative ideas. So this could be collaboration with other people. Oh, I'm seeing another cross. So there's a cross right here, and then there's a cross of these two wands right here too. So there's something like maybe two things coming together or multiple things coming together like this. So it could be collaboration, it could be two different areas of your life coming together. It could be so for example, say if we're talking about music and writing, two different things, but there's a crossroad, there's a crossing point where you can be writing lyrics, right? And then so that would be crossing music and writing. So something like that, that's for example. So it's like two different ideas coming together, two different areas of your life, two different subjects coming together. Yeah, so in another example of collaboration, maybe you're a writer and you work with a musician and you guys write a song together, something like that. Really, really cool. Okay, and we set two cards. So Knight of Cups. Yep. Following your heart, following your passion. It might lead you to places that are unexpected, places that you've never been to before. Again, regeneration, it's not just revisiting something that's old or that happened before, but it's bringing you to a new place beyond before, or like maybe just in a different direction from before. And there's a maturity here. There's a growth here that has happened. So say, for example, if it's something that so say it was something that happened before, and then there was a period of time where it's quiet, right? And then now it's coming up again. Now that it's coming up again, even though you had not touched this thing for that quiet period of time, you have matured. You have grown. You have had new experiences in other areas of your life that now you're a different person now. And now the new you approaching this thing, revisiting this thing again, there's a depth to it. Even though if you're like, well, I gotta start as a beginner again because I kind of forgot how to do stuff. But you're more mature. Like there's a different experience that you're bringing to this that makes you a new person approaching this subject or whatever this activity is again. And that growth that you've had just within yourself will be applied to this thing that will generate like a new basically they're saying you're not really a beginner, even though you feel like I'm beginning again. You're not really a beginner because you've grown. That's what they're saying. Exciting stuff. There's unexpected things coming for you and so much joy. But there's is it a surprise? Maybe for some people it's a surprise, but they just want to say it's unexpected. Like you didn't even know that this could happen. Okay, really good. Okay, next one. Oracle of Shadows and Light. Oh, so I placed the Monstarot deck aside, and these two cards flipped over, and I think they are meant to be part of this reading. So these two cards just flipped from the deck like this, and it's the Seven of Cups that talks about choices, right? Choices and dreams and things like that. And Ten of Cups, this is like the ultimate happiness, feeling so much joy. For some of you, this might actually be about a relationship with somebody where it's like you're humans, you and your partner, whoever this other person is, you're humans being together, and then also your spirits being together, and just feeling immense joy, immense connection with each other. This is like the ultimate happy ending type of card, you know, because it's a 10. Because tarot goes from like 1 to 10 with the minor arcana suits. So 1 is a beginning, which is what we're talking about, like the ace of wands would be inspiration, right? And then so this is a 10, the ultimate fulfillment of cups is emotions. So it's like ultimate joy, happiness. So for some people, this might be about a relationship, a personal relationship. But just in general, if we're talking about just emotional fulfillment of whatever this is, right? Because we're talking about the Knight of Cups following your passion, and this is the ultimate fulfillment of that joy, okay? And it's so funny, it's like cups, cups, cups. And I feel like Seven of Cups could talk about confusion of some sort, but here I'm kind of seeing it's more like dreams come true. More like you have so many options, so many things that you can choose from. It's like don't limit yourself to whatever has already been in your life, right? It's like if you still have dreams that have not come to fruition yet, they're available to you. They're there in this ethereal, vibrational, non-physical form. You just gotta pick it. Gotta pick it, choose a cup, walk with it on earth, and then have it fulfill you. You see that? Yeah. Very awesome. Oh, I can't reach. Okay. There we go. Oh, this feels so happy. This feels so happy. Okay. We were at the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Your spirit is calling you to this thing. I'm just looking at the bigger monsters up here, the spirits of the people. Your spirit is focusing on your dream, on all of your dreams. Like you might have more than one, right? And you just have to open yourself up to it and say, it's possible. I want it. I still want this thing. And then be open to it, and then follow your inspirations to it. Follow your spirit's guidance to it. And yeah. There's within this blue, I'm also seeing a sense of reality. And like sometimes people have dreams and they think it's like, oh, it's so foolish. It's you know, like the Seven of Cups, like it's so dreamy. It's not real. It's not practical. It's not possible. It's not. Yeah, people sometimes don't think that dreams can be grounded in reality. I'm seeing a sense of reality within this kind of sea blue color where it's like you can make it real. It can become real. One, if your desire is strong enough, like you really want this thing, and because if it's something that you don't really care about, you know, we're not talking about that. This is something that you deeply care about, but maybe it's because you care about it so much that it just seemed unreal, right? But there's a reality to it. There's an energy of reality to whatever this is that we're talking about for you, okay? So, do you want it to happen in your life? It's up to you. Your spirit is like, well, we're focusing on it. Like, come join us in the joy of focusing on it, and you can make it real. Aloha healing. There's a lot of similarity, or there are a lot of similar colors between this picture and the regeneration. And these are two different decks, okay? But I'm just seeing a lot of similar colors in these two cards, and just like the darkness of it. But it's not dark like gloomy. It's not dark like it's going to a bad place. This is like regeneration, right? So whatever's been quiet, whatever's been dark, there's light coming to it. There's light streaming down from it. And so for some of you, this talks about healing. You might need to heal the parts of you that are saying no to your dream, right? You might need to heal your body. You might need to heal your mind, your psyche, your emotions. Relax. So some of you, go take a vacation. Go, or just do like a spa day or something like that. Do something that relaxes your body, relaxes your mind, so that you can reconnect with your spirit, so that you can feel you can ease up on all the no's in your life. Or like if you've been overworked recently, or for maybe like a large chunk of your life, right? There's something that wants to, going back to the hands that I was looking at in that blue also, there's something that wants to be given to you from spirit, from source. The universe wants to give you something. And for some of you, you may need to open up in order to receive it. And that could be go get a massage. That could be go eat some good fruits, foods, nutritious things, and really open up the cells in your body, really open up your heart, your mind, open yourself up to receive this thing that wants to come back up again. Some of you, this might be about health, right? This might be about your body. Maybe you have a wish for physical health, and that regeneration of your body is coming. It's there, it's available for you, but you have to talk down all of the no's, all of the you can't get well again, or with lots of humans, most humans believe that with the passage of time that the body declines, but we're spirit, and the body regenerates as much as we allow it to. And so if you need to go, to Hawaii for a vacation in order to kind of relax yourself into believing in your health, that might be something, for some of you. So yeah, this talks about a relaxation, a slowing down of resistance, a slowing down of pushing against the things that you're wanting to create in your life, right? In order to make room for it to come in. Okay. Oh, and then this is a message in itself. Ask and it is given. Whatever you're asking for, it's it's being given to you. Are you opening up to receive these things? There's a really gentle energy to this. I'm getting the message that within the Amara Aloha healing, there's something physical that you might be feeling inspired to do, or that maybe you need to do in order to open up. So a lot of times the thing that you would need to do is more energetic, or like thought, like changing your thought or changing the way you feel about something, right? But this, I'm seeing that there's something physical that you might need to do as well as changing the internal. There's something externally that you might need to do. So it could be physical exercise. It could be, it could be actually going and getting a massage, like going and doing something. There's something physical that you need to do in order to achieve this state of relaxation, of opening up, of receiving. So that could be a different thing for each one of you, depending on, what it is. Some of you might already know what it is. If it's something that you've been thinking about wanting to do, like if it is an actual vacation of going somewhere to relax, go do it. Take a hike somewhere with greenery and nature, something like that. Okay, message from universe. Message from Abraham. This is the Abraham deck. I am becoming consciously aware of my inner being. Let's read the back first, but this image is reminding me of something. We refer to that non-physical you as your inner being or your source, which is the bigger monsters, your spirit. It is not important what you call that source of energy or life force, but it is important that you are consciously aware of when you are allowing a full connection to it and when you are restricting it in some way. So this is what we're talking about. We're allowing your source energy to flow through, right? Allowing yourself to receive the regeneration, because your spirit is your life force energy that's wanting to blend with your physical human consciousness, with your physical human body, right? And when you, as spirit, are living life within your physical body as a human, you're you and you, the bigger you and the little you, you're not little, but the human you are as one. You become one, and then you're experiencing life and viewing life from spirit's point of view. But you wouldn't think of it as like I'm being somebody else. It's you, the real you is living life, right? And so this whole thing about living your dream, your spirit is already living the dream. Your spirit is like, that dream is incorporated into the energy of your spirit already. So when you're allowing this in, when you're allowing in your spirit, you're allowing in your dream as well. It's like all together. But what I was seeing in this image, there's this book that I read. Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure it's called Energy Medicine. And there's this exercise in there that if you're looking to do something physical to change your energy, but it's a physical exercise that you have to do in order to change your energy, that might be something that's good for you if you feel so called to it. Let me look it up real quick. But I'm pretty sure it's this one. Okay, yeah. So it's called Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. And well, you can read it right off of here. It says, boost your vitality and stamina, strengthen your immune system, relieve pain and common complaints such as colds and tension, headaches, sharpen your memory and mind, keep yourself healthy and balanced with a 5-minute routine. And there's these movements that you do that this image reminds me of, like doing a figure 8 or like an infinity sign with your hands and stuff like that. So if this is calling to you, check it out. Okay, by Donna Eden. There's a newer version of the book, it appears, revised and updated, that looks like this. But the blue one was the one that I read before. So if that, you feel a kind of connection to that, go check it out and see if these exercises might be helpful for you. Okay? Cool. All right. Is there another one from this deck? Maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe. Yeah, actually, there is another one. There is another one. There's a little bit of sadness I'm seeing in her face. Some of you might be feeling that. Feeling just like a sadness about something. Maybe because the quietness of your passion quieted down for a little bit, and you're still kind of in that energy. Yeah, these exercises or whatever you're being called to, or like that we talked about over here, it's gonna help lift you out of that sadness and open you up to the possibilities in your life. The reason why somebody might feel sad is because you're thinking thoughts that restrict you, because we were talking about over here. You're not allowing the full connection to your spirit, and you're restricting it in some kind of way. Some thoughts that you're thinking go against either your dream or something, maybe if it's about a health thing, like you're feeling sad about the health thing, is you're thinking thoughts that go against your full ability, your full potential, your full ability to be your full healthy self, or like your full self, in terms of like whatever this activity might be that you're wanting, that passion is like bubbling inside you. You're kind of holding it down with thoughts of I can't, or whatever, right? Or that it's past that time or whatever. For some of you, there's this kind of sadness I'm seeing, and like these exercises will help bring you out of it. The movement of your body will help bring you out of it and lift your vibrations, so that you can more easily follow your dream and be that Knight of Cups. Okay, second card. Okay. We're talking about hands. I now hold the key to creating my every desire. Got that? You hold the key. It's your decision that makes, you just make the decision, yes, I want it. And then you allow the universe to give it to you. It is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly, for the way you feel will tell you if you are allowing your natural well-being or not. Right? We're talking about that sadness. Like that's not allowing. You gotta feel good in order to when you're feeling good, then you are allowing. The life force energy is flowing through you, okay? Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, so sadness is resisting, happy is allowing, you now hold the key to creating anything that you desire. So you gotta change your thoughts. But these exercises will help you also to shift your energy. All right. You hold it. You hold the key in your hand. That's so funny. That's so funny. The Shaman's Dream Oracle. Your life is in your hands. Your creativity is in your hands. Your dreams are in your hands. Your life is yours. It's whatever you want to do with it. You hold the key to everything. The power of community, gathering around. Ooh. So we were talking about like the relationships over there, and we were talking about that, the crossing, right? The interaction. So this might involve, like we were talking about, if it's a class that you need to take again, or maybe not again. Maybe you're taking class for the first time, but it's a regeneration of something, that you've held this passion before and didn't do it, and it was just the passion got regenerated again, like you were interested in it again. And there's the power of the community. I feel like maybe there's a group that you join, maybe there's other people that are also, when other people are also interested in the same thing that you're interested in, and you guys get together and you guys just like chat about your love of the thing, there's an energy that grows from that, right? That'll help, one, it'll lift you out of whatever sadness that might be in your space. It'll help talk you out of, any no's that you are using to restrict yourself from this activity, this thing that you're holding in your hand, right? And yeah, gather around. Find the people that are of the same mind as you in regards to whatever this might be for you. And make sure it's like a positive thing though. Like if you find people that are also, say for example, some of you, this might be a health thing, right? And you go, oh, I'm going to find other people with my same sickness and we're just going to talk about how sick we are. No, don't do that. You got to find people that are wanting to move in a direction that you can move in, right? In the area of health. So find the healthy people that are saying, yes, you can move out of this phase of your life and move into the healthy phase of your life. Like, say if it's not like you're sick, but you're just not in a good shape. You haven't exercised in a long time, and you just want to get in better shape, physical health, and you want to start working out or something like that, right? Or say you want to start doing yoga, you want to start strength training or something like that. You got to find the people that are strength training and say, hey, let's go work out together. Let's go do this yoga class together, right? And there's a power to that on the frequency of yes we can do it, not on the frequency of complaining, or like in that, you know, if you're sad, do not gather around with other people who are also sad, because that'll just grow more of the sadness. You're wanting to find the people that are in the place that you're wanting to go, in the direction that you want to go. So you go find some happy people and have them help you, you know, generate more, like uplift your energy more, right? So that's the power of the community. For some of you, this group might actually show up to you. So maybe it's not you going out to find these people. Maybe this group recruits you, you know, to join them for something, right? So pay attention to the inspirations that you get. Your spirit will guide you to the right place to go, okay? To the right people to be around. And you'll feel it within you, like, you know, like, I think I'm in the right place because these people have the same dream that I do. Or these people want the same thing that I do, or they're actually doing it already, and I'm learning from them, right? There's a very high vibration right here with these people right here. Really good. Okay. And let me see. Do we have anything? So the psychic tarot was lighting up before. I'm checking to see if it still wants to say something. Okay, well, this is lighting up right now. Wisdom of the Oracle is coming back for a second card. Oh, okay. I see what it is. It's this one first, and then we'll go to the other one. There's a flow to the message. Imagine yourself in the place that you want to be. Imagine, open up your imagination to include all of the things that you want to create for yourself. This also says that your dreams are coming true. Okay, whatever that has been in your imagination is starting to manifest. I'm seeing that like the hand holding the key. It's like whatever's dreamy, whatever was up in the clouds is now becoming physical. Like we were talking about, there's a reality to that, right? This is not a thing that's like it just happens and then it's done. This is a journey. This is a pathway, like full of all sorts of joy all throughout it, all different types of joy throughout it, and there's a growth to this path that you're walking. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to go to the Psychic Tarot. And they're saying 2 cards. This is not a small thing. This is not a small thing. This is a pathway towards something that can go as deep as you want it to go. You know, it's up to you where you want to take it. It's up to you how much you want to open yourself to it. This is also the Ace of Wands, and we've been talking about the Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay, so just want to show you the bottom of the deck is temptation. So I'm just going to leave this right here too. So for some of you, and this is not for everybody, okay? I don't want you to look at that and go, oh no, there's bad energy. For some of you, where it resonates that you've been feeling sad, where you've been needing to, there's some push that you need to, I don't want to say push, because universe never forces you into anything. This is really about, there's something within that's calling to you, and you're the one who's saying, I can't, or no, or I feel sad about it, or like I'm not in the right place in my life for this, or whatever it is. Your dream is still alive, though. There's still a passion that's in you. That I this is kind of funny, because if you look at this image, she's not holding a cup, but it kind of looks like she's holding a cup, like our knight over here, right? Doesn't it? It looks like a stem with a little cup right there, and there's fire in it, and there's like a little dancing flame in there. There's a fire in you, and the conflict is maybe your physical reality doesn't look like doesn't look anywhere near like you could be having this fire inside you, and that's why the first card that came out is regeneration. Because if it was just all joy and happy, it wouldn't be a fire coming out of something that was barren, or a fire coming out of something that was kind of like covered all dark and stuff, right? This is a regrowth. This is a growth that's coming out of something that was covered up, okay? That's the conflict. Whatever covered this up, however your life has been, that has covered up this thing that's burgeoning, that's growing inside you, this flame is still there, and you can't even really put it out. Dreams don't die, okay? But you can be talked into not believing in it. Like, here's the key, and you're turning the key away, but the key is in your hand. Like, this is also the devil in tarot, okay, in traditional tarot, and that's the 5 of Swords, which talks about conflict. But the devil talks about like addictions, talks about here I'm kind of, maybe for some of you as addictions to substances, but like it could also be addictions to negative thoughts, addictions to like the devil, which is not real, but symbolically represents something that, and look what's underneath it. It's like all this energy of no, all this energy of resistance, all this energy of you can't, or I can't, right? Even if somebody else is saying that to you, you can't, you hold the key in your hand. You have to say, I can, and you have to overcome the devil, the fear, the thing that's making you feel like you're powerless. That's what the devil really is, right? It's just an idea. It's just an energy, thoughts that make you think you can't. The devil's not really a thing. And what's underneath it is hope. There's a light inside you. Look at that. Look at that. Right? So that energy is there for some of you, maybe a little bit more strongly than others. Others of you, like you're like, oh yeah, there's this thing, I'm gonna go back to it, it's cool, and like you're ready to go, right? Follow your dream. You feel the fire, and you're like, yeah, I want that again. But for some of you, it might take a little bit of work, and we were talking about that. It might take a little bit of exercise. It might take a little bit of something, a vacation, something, in order for you to release the thoughts that tell you no, so that you can walk on this path that can take you to great places, that can really take you to great places. This is not a small thing. Don't ignore it. Okay? If you're watching this and you're and you're like, yeah, this resonates. I mean, if it doesn't resonate at all, then, you know, maybe pick another message. But if you're watching this and some of it resonates, like there's something inside you and you're like, yeah, something is calling to me, I'm feeling it, don't ignore it. Because when you have a dream that's this strong, that's inside you, and you're covering up with negativity, if you're covering up with I can't and this conflict and thinking against it, it's going to show, it shows up in your life in other ways where you're wanting something and not allowing yourself to have it. Like whatever energy that you're vibrating at, your reality shows it to you, where it's like spirit is saying, hey, you're doing this to yourself, hey, you're doing, and then you'll just come across all of these brick walls, you know. And it's because you're saying no to yourself. It's not because there's something outside of you that's telling you no. I mean, maybe there is, but that also is a manifestation of yourself thinking no first, right? Or maybe you're in that cycle of like, they're saying no to me, so I'm thinking no to myself, and therefore there's all these walls. You got to start. You're the one who has the fire inside you. You're the one with the power. You're the one who has to say yes to yourself. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to that fire that's inside you. And then all this stuff is going to burn away and you're going to regenerate. Like, you have the power inside you. And they're saying this fire is so strong you can't ignore it. Maybe you've been ignoring it for a long time, right? But it's going to stay with you. So the sooner you open it up and allow yourself to have this dream, the sooner you can, you know, start your journey of joy towards this place. Yeah. So don't be sad. Go take yourself on that quote vacation, you know, whatever that vacation might be for you. You know, walk this path. It's here for you. You just have to believe in it. You just have to allow yourself to have it. Okay? All right? Alrighty. Yeah, there's people here cheering you on. They're waiting to meet you, and they're waiting to be with you and play with you. So it's fun. All right, you guys, keep the dreams alive. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.